Game 2, round 1 action for the first qualifying tournament of GCS2. Saw Refero make full use of mobile defense last match. And CreativeName, overturning a few 50 cals, ultimately being his demise. But now we're going to see Refero as his Brits. As I said in the last cast, one of the 2 players who are playing Brits in this tournament. And I believe he's been rank 1 Brits on and off. So if anyone's going to show us the way to play Brits, it's going to be Refero. So he's gone for a Tommy into the universal carrier. I think that is one of the keys. You have to get a universal carrier and use it effectively. This is a pretty decent map for the universal carrier. Like, squads can hide behind these hedgerows here and kind of ambush your UC, but all in all decently open. Probably not as good as, say, Crossing in the Woods for the universal carrier, but better than a couple of the other maps. So CreativeName actually going for a very early sniper, which is hard because he's facing off against the universal carrier, which has a bonus accuracy against snipers. And with only 1 squad grenadiers to threaten the Faust, might have trouble keeping his sniper defended. Sniper lining up a shot on the building, and it looks like he jumped out before it even got a shot in there. Perhaps saw it from the building's long line of sight. And first blood to Refero, taking down 2 models, losing none in response. Now the universal carrier backing away. But he might try bring it around the side here. Get a shot on that sniper. And a little bit defensively with it there. What is he doing? He's just driving it back and forth. What is he doing? Testing out the handling, eh? He's coming back to the middle. So is the universal carrier. Trying to hide from that sniper. And jumps out of the building before the sniper can get the shot in. He's doing a really good job of mitigating this early sniper. If you go for a sniper this early, you want it to pick up a few models. It's just not happening. Sniper rotating around to the right where this section is. Section is backing away. Looks like it's going to try hide behind the bushes, perhaps. No. And the sniper opens up, gets its first blood. Playing very, very, very cautiously with this universal carrier here.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Both players just capping up their own half of the map. Playing quite a stagnant playstyle early. Refero has gone for quite a fast tick. Got his AEC tick as well. Bring in a squad of engineers and then imagine it'll be AEC time after that. So only 3 Tommies into like a pretty fast AEC. That's the way he's going, and he's also got the machine gun upgrade for the universal carrier. Not going for the flamethrower. Imagine this is quite a lot stronger against the sniper, because maybe you want to go for the flamethrower if your opponent has like double MGs or something like that.
We're losing a capture point.
Chases that squad away from his fuel. Squad greedy still hasn't retreated, running around on 2 men. They're having trouble finding an angle for his squads to have an effective engagement. Now kind of getting flanked here. Universal carrier is going to have to come over and contribute. Sniper is on the scene. To 3 kills now. Oh! Flamethrower comes in. This squad's super low. Actually, one thing Refero's been a bit late on. He doesn't seem to have got medical supplies on his Tommies yet. Now he has a bit of munitions right now, and I just feel like he hasn't got any value out of this universal carrier early, and that's bad signs for the British player when they don't get value out of that early UC. You just want it to be constantly fighting your opponent's infantry and just causing them massive headaches. So far, it's barely been engaging at all. Especially because, you know, you can always just use the crew repair on it. Repair that health back up. Trade a bit of munitions and the crew repair for manpower from the enemy squads. Jumps into the building, snipers right there. Picks him off. Engagement over here, I think. The section's going to win that. It's a close one though. Very close. LMG for CreativeName. Still quite a low command point game to this point. Maybe that's Refero's plan. Try to play very passively at the start. Slow down the command point clock so that his AEC hits the field at quite an early command point timing. And CreativeName doesn't have access to the Puma until quite a lot later. It could be what he's going for. Got a few mines going down because we've got a flamethrower for CreativeName. No sweeper. Double Royal Engineers as well for Refero. So he seems to really be diverging from the meta last patch with the just millions and millions of Tommies. Here comes the AEC. There's a 2-2 on the field. Just heading over in this direction. Reso carry not up to much. Really feel like he hasn't got enough value from this UC. 5-man upgrade now for Refero, so he's just spent quite a bit of manpower reinforcing everything after that. We have some medic upgrades now as well, finally. Gets a couple scratches on that squad, but this could be a wipe. Oh, pathing issues perhaps. Should be able to easily overwhelm that squad behind the heavy cover there with these two squads approaching. So I feel like CreativeName's been playing this quite well. He's managed to get pretty decent value out of a sniper and avoid taking too much damage from this universal carrier early. GCS2 comes in, hoping to get some rear armor hits in. AC's having a bit of trouble firing over that wall. Tommy's coming around the side, perhaps hoping to get some pressure on this fuel VP area. Doesn't have enough to really make an effective push there, and he actually loses a model as well. Similar thing for CreativeName, retreating that squad early, trying to conserve his manpower here. As I was saying, quite a slow command point game for these two players. So no early mobile defense action. Trading blows. GCS2 just, you know, coming forward, getting an angle, getting a few hits in. Not wanting to engage the AEC frontally. Try to get in there for a couple free hits while the AEC is reloading. Okay, there we go. AC gets its first shot on the 222. He's actually pushing forwards with it a little bit here. AC, I believe, did get a buff to its machine gun against snipers, so it should be quite effective at chopping that sniper down. Oh, this is some horrible pathing. Could allow Grenadier to get in range for the Faust. Not quite, but it was a close call. Jackson's reinforcing and healing.
A capture point is being overrun.
Another mine here for Refero, so he's got a few around. Oh, he keeps trying to come over onto this side, but that sniper's always there, ready and waiting. As he rotating around now, he's going to run into this Grenadier squad, has to stop. Doesn't want to get that Fausted. We do have a pack now rolling onto the field for CreativeName. That sniper takes a couple hits there, but Tommy's also gets super low. What's that AC doing? Derping out a little bit. Oh, he's got to get in range for a Faust here. AC switches to prioritize vehicles, but connecting with the obstacles here, 222 could actually get the kill. Pack rolling up as well. AC pops smoke. Universal carrier coming in from the side. Pack gets a nice hit. The engineers try and put pressure on the pack, but they just get chopped down by the flamethrower and the 222 close range. Oh, this is looking disastrous for Refero. Quite late to retreat this vehicle as well. And the AC actually just got left here, didn't continue to reverse it throughout all of that, so Refero, I feel like his light vehicle control there was sadly lacking. Did have a mine down on his base entrance though, and gets the 222 in return, but still AC, you know, what was it, 80 manpower and 30 fuel more than 222. Pretty good trade for CreativeName. Certainly gonna feel a bit more free to use a sniper without that AC being on the field. Do have a squad of tank hunter sections running onto the field now for Refero. Seems to be this is basically the only commander you can use in 1v1 at the moment. Just seems like you really need the snare from this tank hunter section. Otherwise it makes Brits too hard to play.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
But yeah, I feel like Refero not quite aggressive enough with his universal carrier early.
Supply line's been cut.
Repairs complete and everything works.
CreativeName up to 8 command points now. He's starting his tier 3 tech structure. Refero on the other hand
Infantry are ready to hold the line.
has a lot of fuel,
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
but no tech from him yet. No further tech. Can't build tanks. By going for this squad of tank hunters now, let's delay his tech. Oh, and he's about to lose this squad of engineers. No! Treats. Just before he got the wipe. And now Refero kind of getting some good control here. Sitting out on the cutoff.
Supply is looking a bit squiffy. Line's been cut.
Well, these Grenadiers got the LMGs now, so even the 5-man Tommy's struggling. Comes the sniper. There goes the model. Just be making some good inroads back onto his side of the map. And CreativeName has the resources just about. No, he's just reinforced some units, but for a medium tank, he's ready to call it in. And Refero really doesn't have that many defenses. He's got a few mines down and one tank under section, but that's not enough to stop a rampaging Panzer IV. Oh, but this could be a wipe. Treating down the path. Engineers on the chase. Not the best time to stop and fire there, as the squad was kind of running through light cover. Probably would have continued chasing. Making use of the suppressing fire ability. Oh, but the pack is there. Doesn't get the second shot in. Universal carrier being micro pretty hard there. Good work, because this thing can often be tricky to micro. Pathfinding seems to have a mind of its own. Putting some pressure on the sniper there, but suffering a lot of manpower bleeding on a squad as he does so. And now trying to charge onto the cutoff, but this is not going to work out well. 3 LMG Grenadiers and the incoming Panzer IV. Refero in deep trouble now. Could even lose a squad here. He's gone for the M3 half-track. Oh no. Squad down. Which... didn't they change so you can't drop weapons from this now? Yeah, until you get the weapon racks. Mate, was he unaware of that change? Seems like there would be almost no reason to get the resupply half-track. Since that change. At least you want to drop weapons for your teammates still in team games. Or make use of their forward reinforcements from it, but doesn't seem to be very popular. So he's deployed a couple Piats on these engineers. It's going to help him with his anti-tank. Actually built himself a Vickers as well. The fact that he hasn't tech makes me think he's not going to tech, he's just going to go straight for the crocodile. It's funny, with all the changes to call-ins throughout CO's history, still, when it comes down to it in the very top levels of play, even after all the nerfs to call-ins, they still come back for more. Still a big feature. So he's using the resupply half-track to reinforce these Piat squads as they try to put pressure on the Panzer IV, but the Piat's accuracy is quite bad. It is bad. So they're not having any success now. They haven't even damaged it yet. And Refero is bleeding just so much from all his squads. I suppose on the bright side he's getting very close to 13 CPs, but the amount of bleed he's suffering, he's just not going to have the manpower for the crocodile. Remember this patch, they did make it a little bit... Oh. Resupply half-track goes down. Piats get quite a lot of damage on the P4, but it's not going to be enough to kill, so it doesn't really matter for too much. Double engineers as well. CreativeName getting that sweeping going, because there were a lot of mines planted by Refero early.
MG42 team is ready for action.
Reinforcing all his units. No manpower in the bank, so no crocodile anytime soon. Makes me wonder how he's going to win this. And getting pits on your engineers, it's just not very efficient. You really need an anti-tank gun so you can take long range shots at Panzer IV. Otherwise you just try to charge these in every time, bleed a tremendous amount of manpower just to get damage on a tank. Getting, you know, some P8 squads is not a bad idea as support for your anti-tank gun, just in case the P4 tries to flank it. But on their own, very expensive way to dish out damage to a tank. And when you're trying to save your manpower desperately for your call-in tank, I'm just not sure it's the way to go. Grenade coming in. Dodged. Not at the perfect time, but didn't end up losing any models because of it. P4 coming around the side. Thinking about another base inspection perhaps. Didn't bother rebuilding the mine.
Specially outfitted Panzer IV command tanks are now available. Stuka AT support primed to go.
You hear what's coming in. Blitzkrieg Doctrine for CreativeName. Quite a lot of munitions, not too far away from the super close air support. Attack round over the hedge by both. It's missing quite badly. Machine gun slightly out of position here. Here comes the sniper. It looks like it's having its sight blocked by this little hedge here. P4 coming in now from the side. Engineers being dispensed to try to get some P8 fire onto it. So they connect for a couple rounds, doing some decent damage. Sniper in the back picking away. Oh, getting some big hits in. Sniper backpedaling hard. These grenadiers behind the heavy cover just dishing it out. Oh, we see the flares. I briefly saw the flares, which means it's crocodile time. Yeah, there's the flare. P4 command tank now for CreativeName. Might be regretting that decision once he sees the crocodile hit the field. And here it comes, rolling straight down the middle. Does have sweepers right next to it, so it doesn't really have to worry about running over any tower mines. Good support play there by Refero, but he is, you know, pegged into just about a quarter of the map. It's an important quarter. It's got most of his required resource points, but he's going to need to do something about these VPs counting against him currently. Refero still has quite a lot of fuel after this. Just going to be strapped for manpower, looks like. Crocodile, you know, can trade blows with the P4 command tank quite effectively. Even against the regular Panzer IV, it's passable. Comes forwards. This thing's running on a hot streak. Usually this gun doesn't penetrate that frequently against Axis mediums, but having a good run so far with it. Still, if we look at army supplies, we're around 20 behind at this stage. And he's just been playing so passively all game. Even when this crocodile arrived on the field, he's barely done anything with it. Not sure what he's waiting for before he makes a move. Don't really understand what he's doing. Getting a T-gun now. CreativeName has a Stug in production, so you know, this is why when you build a tank like this, the Crocodile, you want to get it in there, get some shock value from it before your opponent has time to field counters. CreativeName now calling in a recon plane. He's also like, what the hell is going on? Am I getting ambushed here? Why aren't I being attacked by this Crocodile currently? So he's called in a recon plane to see what's what. Maybe he was worried about, you know, some kind of ambush around this side.
We are losing a sector.
Just getting the lay of the land with that reconnaissance plane. And because... well... did they get shot down by this? I didn't even know the UC could shoot them down with the Vickers upgrade. That's crazy. Oh, recon plane, there you go. It's gone now. Let's get in for some good damage on the P4. AT gun now in support for Refero. Pounder moving up. Missed somehow. Oh, standing on his own telemine. Oh, that's a disaster for CreativeName. There goes his Stug. Yeah, gotta be careful about standing on your own mines with your tanks. It's gonna happen many a time. Could actually lose this with if the Crocodile turns around in time? No. Not quite. Crocodile gonna receive repairs. It's a sniper. Sniper coming back onto the field now. Probably wants to get rid of this Vickers over here. Rock pushing forwards. I think he wants to get some flames on the pack to try and force it to move. Torching it out quite quickly. P4 over on the side here, not taking shots. But the pack taking quite a long time to get burnt out. There it goes now. Crocodile under half health already though. P4 coming in. Sniper picking away at the 6-pounder. 6-pounder turns to face. P4 pushing in. Oh, main gun destroyed. But P4 blitzing. And he's going to get away. Close call for the Panzer IV. Still, Refero's lost 2 of his team weapons and his Churchill is mortally wounded. Uh-oh. Ooh. LG burst. Oh, what's it? He's running it back in. Oh, he just lost his sniper as soon as he built it. Bad control from Refero there.
Stug 3 ready to deploy.
Fresh Stug for CreativeName. He's going to be licking his wounds, repairing up his tank. Preparing for another battle against the Stug. No tech from Refero at all, just sticking to this. Even though he's got 300 fuel, he's not making any use of it. I was trying to talk about earlier was how now the Cromwell's cheaper, so I haven't really seen anyone go for a Cromwell rush yet, but it is an option. Looks like that Vickers is going to be stolen. And we know that suppression very powerful against the Brits. Uh-oh. Oh, UC goes down. Oh, look at them go flying. Oh, that's why you wear your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, he's pushing onto his fuel, but what's the point? He's got 300. Even if he loses his Crocodile, he's got enough to rebuild it. Doesn't look like he's inclined to tick up. questionable. Anyway, recon plane scouting everything out. Oh, big hit there by the command tank.
Not let up. The enemy still has 300 points.
Sniping grenadiers approaching on this right hand side. Refero having trouble defending against this, especially now that he's lost his machine gun. Just getting chopped up by these LMG grenadiers and the sniper, the Vet 3 sniper. Playing very, very conservatively with this crocodile here. Not even getting close enough for the flamethrower to do damage. There it goes now. Anti-tank gun not on prioritized vehicles, shooting at infantry.
Reconnaissance, Stuka. Fuel
Almost got the Gren wiped there. Behind some pools of flame. Doing surprisingly little damage to the pioneers though. CreativeName continues to tighten the noose inch by inch. And Refero having trouble holding on to his territory. He's gone for another sniper after he lost the other one so quickly.
has arrived.
Oh, actually I didn't even notice it. CreativeName lost his sniper. That is bad play by me. Bad observer. I don't think he got sniped by the sniper. Maybe it was LMG burst. And Thorough roasting away. Strug getting itself into position. 6-pounder having to rotate. Strug bounces its first shell. But CreativeName has plenty of munitions. He can even drop the recon plane into close air support. So he can get the close air support really deep. And as Refero has to retreat, and perhaps get 2 passes from this on the rather slow crocodile. Pee it down. Ooh. Getting some good hits in long range. Sniper creeping forward with all these craters cover, allowing him to camouflage. He's looking for the counter sniper. He's on hold fire.
Enemy forces are
Counter snipes only for him. Sniper is waltzing that way, just outside of his range currently. Oh, did he spot it? I don't know. These 2 snipers standing pretty close to each other. Don't know if he spotted this. This briefly came out of camouflage there. I don't know if Refero saw that. Second anti-tank gun coming in for Refero. Second Stug coming in for CreativeName. Oh, sniper's there. Oh, and he picks it off. Nice patience by CreativeName. And he's got a critical mass of armor once that Stug hits. So he needs to... He's 1 supply short of being able to pop it out. But I imagine once he gets that Stug, he might go for an all-in on the crocodile with the P40, the Ju-87.
Well done. We have forced the enemy down to 200 points.
Crocodile charging in. Pack there. That's 1 hit in. No target weak point from the pack. But he's got engine damage in. In comes the P47s now. Not that deep, but still going to do some good damage to the crocodile. We've got some
is ready for you.
artillery coming in response. Oh, and he clears out the pack with it. Stug chasing in. Greedy's trying to clear out this AT gun. Stug continues the chase. Piazza there as well. Stug goes down. Anti-tank gun gets decrewed. But, oh no, the crocodile was in range for another JB87 strafe. No, perhaps not. Refero comes in looking to kill the crocodile, but he's missing, or not missing, bouncing. And the Piazza there. Piazza missing like crazy too. P4 coming in from the side. Trying to knock out this AT gun. There goes the crocodile. There goes the AT gun. And Refero calls the GG. Well, I feel like overall Refero a little bit too passive this match. You know, he played very cautiously with his universal carrier, very cautiously with his AC. Then just kind of camped a little bit too much. I know the Brits are more defensive faction, but I don't really like the way he played this one. Anyway, on to game 3.